Hello, this is 6889 Tarot Time, and I'm here doing a reading. It's not going to resonate with everybody, but if it does, just take what resonates and leave the rest behind. Did a pre-shuffle. I didn't want to make too much noise. I've been kind of loud today, so I'm just trying to kind of slow everything down. All right, thank you for being here. Uh-oh. Well, someone here I see is all over the place. While this did not begin as our own idea, looking onto the street or an open space beside us even, maybe. Yeah, well, we like the attention here, but we are doing all the work. We carry all the burden. I play a lot of chess, and I'm going to tell you right now, a king never exposes himself like this. So I'm curious. Oh my gosh, let's just get the cards out on the table. Let's see what the cards have to say. All right, this is very private. I'm just going to put this out there. Somebody's being unrealistic. Like, we go out, bring home the bacon, and then we let somebody in our private life call the shots. Yeah. Because in the recent past, I do see someone says, get a job. This is actually looking for a job. All right. And this is what happens, especially of importance. Being very laser focused and arrogant and just looking forward to getting this done very quickly. This is deep, and there is a connection. And there is no stopping this person. I just keep hearing the word domesticate. Trying to tame and domesticate. And so there is something we want to walk away from. Oh. And so there's no surprise. This came up in reverse. Somebody keeping secrets. Somebody's keeping secrets here, folks. And their future plans are being kept private, but y'all still gonna wait. There's a wait. A big fat fucking y'all waiting. Unfortunately, it looks like somebody waiting too long. Because I got the Emperor in reverse. The Lovers in reverse. Oh shit. But yeah, we stall because we don't want to lose them. Hangman in reverse. Two of Swords. Yeah, we don't want to lose. We don't want to lose them. Y'all even gonna doubt me in this reading. So, just listen up. This message is coming through. It's going to leave you wondering. Because I do see that it's all about someone's ego. And what's another word for ego? Character. Yourself, especially when you compare yourself to them, comparing ourselves to each other, or out in the world. This is someone who could or even would sit next to you in that seat. If you have a spot open for them, they won't if they cannot be themselves. Because the Lovers came up in reverse as well. So how we being so smug, the Emperor in reverse, babe. Now I know. This is, if this is your child, but what is that called? Codependency. If a mother, it's called malicious mother syndrome. But I see the Emperor, I see strength, so I get single father here. I mean, not only do we see a person who is very young and immature, we also see someone dramatic who is given too much to them. And I think, it's like the youngin is really taking this way too fucking far. Somehow it's just been taken way too fucking far. So while you're over here feeling compelled to walk away from something that's very disappointing, you continue to bring it home to this one. So okay, so it's either expressing too much or too little of this bullshit, and they can see that it's actually working on you. And because regardless, I mean, the outsiders see somebody overusing their power against you and being abusive to you, and like it comes from a deep insecurity, and it's like somebody, it's about a father figure. So regardless, I mean, that's how outsiders be seeing you, is powerless, unequal partnership, and it's making somebody very unhappy. It's going to make someone very unhappy in the long term. The other person is becoming overbearing, possessive, dominating your life, and you don't even know it. So while you've been looking for a partner in your love life has been taken away from you. We keep hearing the words Stark. I keep hearing it, Stark. What does that fucking mean? Six of Swords in reverse. We're going to find this really difficult to move on. I mean, where does it even go? I don't know. You're going to find it really hard to move on, guys. Because, I mean, it's like y'all still married, but you ain't getting none of those benefits. Why would you do that to yourself? I mean, if they're 18 and under, yeah, kids got to come first. But, I mean, you're going to be like, oh, we're only going to do this for so long, you know. And, oh, you better get your shit together soon. There. But somebody's just bullshitting. Really? And so you have to admit that you have the desire for a partner before you can even get one. But somebody don't want to give up on their kids or your partner or your friend or whatever here. So it's like an unequal partnership, and it's making you unhappy. And it's going to be really, really hard for you to move on. We get the Knight of Wands. Okay, this is going to make, they're going to take you down this path. You're going to let them lead you. They have led you here. Or whatever. And so you know it, and you don't even know it. So you'll be facing some challenging decisions, and again, very unclear of what to do from here. So if you're all over the place, it's just following you around. Someone took and ran with this shit. You could even be acting, very arrogant about it. You're very pride. That's your pride. On one hand, you're just about to know where we can have this purpose in life and where we can do better. And then on the other hand, while somebody you just think you're leading by example. Yet, who's really wearing the pants in the family? Looking for shortcuts and delays. They're constantly looking for shortcuts and delays. This person's wearing pants in the family. And the Knight says, this is what I want. Okay? I'm your responsibility too. Wands. I mean, I just see somebody here who is out doing this, coming back and sharing their wealth with somebody else who thinks you're the boss, and they really getting one over on you. So the good news is I do see somebody who's doing what they like. And it's a good thing. It's like while striving for your dream, somebody here putting other people off. And again, there's an arrogance. I can't express that enough. I don't always say that. What if I see? Because I see a lot of things in a reading. Okay, but we only have about 20 minutes. And sometimes it might not be something I need to say. But I do see it all. I'm just the messenger here, because this is the type of person that can't even see that they're fulfilling somebody else's fucking vision. It's a leader who doesn't even see that they're not really the one calling the shots, but they think that they are. That's why I hate to deliver these types of messages, because you're not going to believe me. You're not going to listen. But if you obviously, you need their support, and you're supporting someone who is in the home, another Knight. Yes, in the home. I'm just going to get a few more cards out, keeping you up at night. Oh, so whether it's work or in your personal relationships, I think somebody here is looking for something bigger and better. Yeah. And this is actually a very big fucking deal. Let me just get like 2 more cards, and then I'm going to... The Devil and the Empress in reverse. This is a really big deal. There are those who should not be trusted in your group. in your little group. So you could have more than one kid. They're an attention seeker, but you carrying the burden. And so, in someone's effort to be everything to everyone, they find themselves struggling under the weight of it all. So yeah, this is close. Because this is somebody that we can't say no to. It's private. We're pushing the good people away for the one who belongs. And that's what they said. This is like, this is my house. And then the knight says, yeah, this is my shit. This is my house. This is where my shit is. This is where but this keeping you up at night, lack of love, that empty seat beside you. This is codependent relationships. Codependency of a mother is called militia. I said mother syndrome. What'd I say? But you could be the dad. You could be the mom. Pushing the good people away for the one who belonged. For this particular person, for this particular group, pushing the good people away. For a reason. For these people. For this group. Yeah. In the recent past, someone, again, what is it? It's looking for a fucking job. I don't know. And this is, I don't know, there's somebody else doing this exact same thing again and again. Probably their idea in order to draw you in. They know how to pull your heartstrings. Children do. That doesn't change when they're 5, when they're 55. This is no longer about just making an income for somebody. It's about doing something for a group of people. Because I see a community. I see a community here. It's a community, I don't know, it's struggling. Y'all are struggling. And something about rise together. How y'all gonna rise up out of this together? Privately. That's why I don't like to do these types of tarot readings. And because I said with that strength and everything else behind it, this is arrogance. And this is where it gets your pride. And so that translates as your pride and joy. Everybody here, both people, this group of people, you all around you, all being calm, cool, and collective. Even in the face of your opposition. But see, this is what's contributing to your situation and this challenges or doubts. We don't like it here. Somebody don't like it here. They don't like that. Some loyal friend, a solid supporter. Or you just need them to be your friend and be your solid supporter. You need to be their friend and their solid supporter. Something like that. You're just desperately in need of your time. But my question is fucking who? Who really deserves or needs, are they really that desperate for your time? So hold in space for or in order to support someone who's already an adult. An Empress in reverse is a ward of the state. A ward of the state. Very dependent upon people. Causing you to lose out, believe it or not. I just keep hearing the word domesticate. And also, somebody just better pay attention. You need to be conscious and aware of this. There's no time to act like an arrogant asshole for anybody in this. And I'm going to show you why. Because there's somebody around this person that needs a therapist. And somebody says, so do you. So it's just no surprise that page came up in reverse at all. We're going to have some tough decisions to make. Can you even know that this might not make sense to other people? Deep down, you're not serving your higher good. And it's because I know you mean you can't let your baby go, right? As always, this reading, you know you're basically happy. And yet we avoid the reality and stay in one relationship because you know it could be your blood. This other person, I think an outsider here, is not fulfilling your needs anyways. But what you can't see is that it's the one closer to you that's actually not going to fulfill your needs in the long run. Not those kind of needs. Not those kind of needs. So maybe you should spend some more time looking at that and realigning what really makes you happy. And I mean, you have these goals and you have these values, and may never admit how this is really truly stressing you the fuck out. Okay? Why you don't, someone doesn't care what other people think. I'm going to show you, because people do see what you're doing and they can see what you need to do and that you don't even want to. Like the child. Okay? So it's either expressing too much or too little of that bullshit, and they can see that it's working against you. Because regardless, that's what the outsiders see. You powerless. Unequal partnership. Yada fucking yada. Well, I guess it's easier just to stay. I know. But I mean, if you're content to wait around, then go for it. But if you want your own life, somebody needs to do something about it. I keep hearing this stark. It's like y'all still married, but you ain't getting the benefits. It's going to be like, oh, we're only going to do this for a while, and you need to get your shit together, and I'm not bullshitting. But you are, and somebody is, and we are going to wait until they are ready. You're willing to wait until that kid is ready, or whoever that is. So I don't know. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just, you're going to wait, and they're never going to grow up. They're never going to be ready. They're never going to go. So you will be facing some challenging decisions. And again, very unclear what you're going to do. And you're going to let them take you down this fucking road so people can see that. And at some point, a decision is going to be made. This is difficult as fuck. I understand your choices. Even with only good intentions, you're trying to avoid being alone and being bored. You're avoiding being alone and being bored. Otherwise, if you wanted somebody, you would have one. Wouldn't you? You think you can ignore this, and if we ignore it long enough, it'll go away on its own? But are you really happy? Just ask yourself, are you really getting what you want out of life? I mean, I see somebody who at times gets to where you just shaking in your fucking skin, and life's decisions are difficult ones, and they rarely come to a clear-cut answer. That's the bottom line, to be fully aware of the consequences of your actions in this reading today, guys. Okay, I'm getting ready to sum this up for you, so I want you to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to become a member, but at least tap that like button for me, please. And if you want to go all the way, you could buy me a latte. I got my Cash App link down below. Consequences of your actions. The King of Wands in reverse is mopped. It's like you're pushing the mop. You're mopped up every day, every single fucking day, because of somebody else's fucking bullshit, right? That's private. We don't send an unequal partnership, and it's making you unhappy in this long term. It's a person's becoming overbearing, possessive, and controlling. How do I blah, blah, blah? You're enmeshed in a family relationship that lacks boundaries, such as who is the fucking boss, and this is what I expect, and there's no confusion because everybody here is confused. Little cutie pie. The devil doesn't come to us in ugly things. It comes to us in cute little temptations and things that we love. There's a codependent parent of an adult child will continue to be over-involved and place themselves in a toxic caretaking role that minimizes and discounts the abilities of that adult child. It doesn't even just keep you from getting a lover. It hurts the child. Okay, so you're enmeshed. Okay, what's the definition of a fucking child? Somebody before the age of puberty. If they are below the age of puberty, this isn't your reading. If they are over the age of 23, this is your reading. Child. They're not a child anymore. They're your child, but they are not a child. And so the intention or desire to cause harm comes into play. and you can't even see it. Stop being manipulated by your adult child. Continue. If you want a codependent parent or an adult child will continue to be overwhelmed and place themselves in a toxic caretaking role that minimizes and discounts the abilities of the adult child. Enmeshed, a father who has a dependent child, or maybe somebody is a widow, divorced, or unmarried. Why do we do this shit? What are we doing? It's unhealthy, imbalanced relationship between two people. Well, how to stop. Maybe Google how to stop enabling your grown child. But again, you're bored. You like them there. But I thought you wanted a lover, so I don't know. Let me know down below in the comment box. Please be nice. I already admitted I didn't want to deliver this message. Emotions, the motivation, and what makes them feel good. So it's all about what makes them feel good. It always is going to be. And the passion. What's passion? Who's got the fucking drive to do this? Who's got the balls to do this? Not the King of Wands in reverse. But this youngin' spreading his balls all over the fucking place. They're going to have fun. I love my kids. They're out doing things, and, that's what life is. Do we help each other out? Sure. This is just a situation to where they've come and gone, they come again. What is the definition of insanity? Is doing the same thing over and over again and getting the same result, okay? These are just facts. So if we have an adolescent age person is actually developing child into an adult. Teenager. Okay, so that doesn't count. No. Could be a teenager, but... So, what do we do? I don't know. And what's there? I mean, you got to take the time. There's distractions and activities. Children can affect relationships. Your love relationships. Yes, they can. They take away your time. They create distractions. I've seen children do it at all ages on purpose. And maybe you are letting them, whether you know it or not. This is admittedly saying you don't know it, but even if you did, you would never admit it. This young person's never going to admit what they're doing. And overall, roughly as many U.S. people that are raising their children, I think 43% say they were trying to take a different approach at how we were raised versus the way we raised our children. So I see that somebody here might even be doing this to piss off their ex or the baby daddy or the baby mama. Like they could be an adult, but I'm here for them. I got a roof over their head and that's always going to be there. Well, that's fine. But why is it keeping you from getting sex and a partner and love? Because somebody is letting their kid do that. And the rules of parenting, it's like, fucking, why would you you cannot legally in a game of chess put your king in check. If you try to play chess on a computer, it won't even let you. So I'm sorry, but somebody here, enmeshed, describes family relationships that lack boundaries, such as who the fuck is in charge and at what I expect, so that there's no confusion, is the best advice that I can give. Somebody who continues to be over-involved and place themselves in toxic caretaking role that minimizes and discounts the abilities of their children. I cannot express that fucking enough. So if you're trying to piss them off, they're trying to piss you off, like you're both spoiling the child because you both want to be the better parent. And if you take a look around, I bet this person's the mom or the dad, doesn't have a boyfriend or a girlfriend either. And if they don't, and this person is over 23, please take this very, very seriously, because I myself have raised children and been married, and I have seen what this is all about firsthand. It can happen. We keep our children close, just because we really think that that's what we're supposed to do, and that's okay. But again, what's the definition of a child? And if it's keeping you from moving on and on with your life and keeping you up at night and, and they're calling all the shots, well, why would you want to live that way? With the intention or desire to cause harm, wanton disregard for the rights of others or the value of human life is how serious these things can get at times. We have parental alienation, could be emotional child abuse. This is a situation in which a divorced or divorcing parent deliberately aims to harm the other parent, and a type of vengeful behavior exhibited by some divorcing or separated parents. Constant bad-mouthing of someone is going on, and they can't feel themselves around you, so that seat will sit empty unless we do something about it. Okay, Empress in reverse. Yeah. Trust in someone else, like your dependent one, and we all either agree, believe the same, or not, because not everybody looks at this shit the same. It's a very tender topic. It's very private. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for being here. I hope that you can work this out. And until next time, I will see you in the next tarot reading. Bye-bye.